Alright, what's up, Jamers? I know it's been a while. Um, I haven't made any videos in a while. Hold on. I'm just recollecting my thoughts right now. Ugh, I've had a good break, though. I'm definitely, okay, for sure, when I get back to school, I'm gonna start making videos. Maybe not 5 days a week, but at least three, surely. I don't know. Look, I've got to think it over, okay? I'm making it right now because I feel like making one right now. Anyway, so this is obviously From the Depths, for those who don't know. I know that there's no audio coming from the game right now. It's normally got some music, but it's chilling. I guess it decided it just doesn't want any music right now. If you don't know what From the Depths is, you are so not in for a treat. Look, basically, here's the deal. It's like it's a kind of sandbox shipbuilder game, but it's like way too in detail. Is kind of like how I would put it. It's a relatively obscure game and it's very complex. It has a hard learning curve, but I like it. I learned about it first on YouTube years ago, and then I got it, and then I didn't play it. I did that thing that I do with games sometimes. Sometimes I do that. I'll just buy a game and then I'll play it a little bit, and then like I'll be bad, so then I'll stop playing. And then later I'll play it again, and then I'll stop, and then I'll play again, just like sporadically. Right now I'm in a big section of playing this game because my friends started playing. I actually have been playing with my friends for a couple months now, but now my new friend group has started playing. I've got like, my old um like my high school friends. I was playing with them because I was like, yo, we should play From the Depths. And then my new college friends, they were like, yo, and I overheard them talking about wanting to play From the Depths, and I was like, From the Depths? I've so played that game. So, yeah, basically, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a fun game. So in this, like, more recent... Oh, god damn it, I can't do this. I need to go... Shit, 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 shit. Hold on.
Listening.
Hold on, I'm just... Give me a second. I need to... This is still taking brain power. Anyway, the game is really difficult, but, like, basically... How do I explain this? Yeah, so, yeah, my college friends started playing, and then, like... That's pretty much it. I think it's... Fucking, I don't know. Shit, I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've done the YouTube thing, and this game doesn't really have anything I can commentate on, so I've gotta think while doing the all of the shit for it. But yeah, when my new college friends started playing, I started playing with them. And we're actually like playing a campaign, which is kind of impressive because, well, I say kind of impressive. I don't know. Look, basically, the game just has a difficulty wall. It's really, really hard to play because you've got to learn like all the fucking systems of the game individually, and each one is like insane. Like you see, this is the build tab, right? You've got the fucking first one and the second fucking like, okay, this is just the basic blocks, so it's not really like you have to learn anything there. This is how you keep things water. They've got a fucking all these guides here. This is sailboats. I've never actually made a sailboat. You've got air. I've never made a real custom jet because I haven't made a lot of things, right? I've made a grand total of like 6 ships, three of which are actually good. But yeah, right now I'm making a fortress. Because basically the way the game works is it's you against the AI. the AI builds like ships and stuff, and then you you have to like build ships to fight them and gain territory, and in the territory there's these zones, and the zones will give you resources, and the resources are like it's just a resource. They actually used to do it in a way different way, and the way they used to do it is pretty fun, but they made it simpler, which is nice because they made the rest of the game more complicated. Like detection systems used to not exist, but now they're like a huge part of combat. If you don't have detection on your ship, you're not going to be able to hit your enemies because you won't know where they are. And then obviously you've got AI. So like every ship has AI. My friends have been building. My friends don't. So they have a lot less experience with me in the game. So they haven't been doing AI controlled ships. They've been doing manually controlled ships, which is fine. You can have the ship be manually controlled and then have the weapon subsystems be AI controlled. But having the whole ship be AI controlled is nice because then you can have a fleet, right? I mean, you can't really manually control multiple ships at the same time. It's just very difficult. Anyway, this is needs fortress maneuver. Um, Minimum altitude above land is probably going to be like 15 meters. 16 meters, sure. Above water is going to be like none. I mean, you can be in the water if you want to. Max altitude of probably like 50. We're just going to keep this simple. Altitude avoidance and bearing avoidance, sure. Why not? Look ahead time of 6 seconds. I mean, it can turn on a dime because it's a fortress, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. This is a Sky Fortress. Basically, it uses the thrusters to stay in the air. They use engine power. Engine power is kind of just something that goes generally around your ship. Resource gathering, I guess. Drift vehicle towards resource zones. Fantastic news. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, then this thing needs a very nice engine. We're going to give it a... Let's see. Prefab mode, because I've got some fabricated engines. We're going to go with the good old... we don't need low efficiency, we want high efficiency. I want an engine that's... Tiny super eco engine. How super is this eco engine? I forgot. RPM limit 80. You make 627. That's pretty solid, but I can definitely do better than that. Hell, I could just make this thing have, like, an RTG or two. I don't really want to do RTGs, though. Basically, you've got multiple ways of powering your ship. See in the bottom right, there's the fuel storage and you've got a bunch of things. A lot of these are for the ship, right? So you've got material storage, which I can actually show you right now. In the resources tab, you've got material storage. This is something we're going to want a lot of because this is a fortress, it's a base, it's just basically going to exist to gather and store materials. So now we can see my max material storage is 432,000. That's pretty solid. Most of my ships cost around, I would say the average ship is probably 200,000, 300,000 maybe. Depends on the faction. Some factions have some really fucking big ships. That makes me mad. We were fighting in the campaign. We were fighting a fucking 1 million cost ship. We got our absolute asses handed to us. Yeah, that ship had a lot of armor. Anyway, so engine. I want something more efficient than this. We're gonna go with this one, which is really big, but it doesn't matter because again, we don't really need much else. I just need this on the thing. That doesn't work. Okay, fine. Let's just make it look nice. So I would go vertically like this, and then just add some wood to make it look more fortified, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't really need to be all that special, because again, this is basically just going to chill. I could make this look nice. Well, okay, I could make it look semi-nice. One of the biggest, like, the hardest thing to do in this game is, I think, at least for me, I think it's hilarious, but there's like the game itself really hard. But the hardest thing for me to do is making the ships look nice and not compromising anything else, right? So you've got this, obviously this ship is not very nice. You can see it. It's just fucking a box. Obviously it's a fortress, so it's not like expected to look beautiful, but like okay, for example, here's me. I'm at the bottom of the ocean right now, but that doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna come in and spawn. Hold on, it's somewhere in here. Built-in Neater player faction. I think it's called the Forlorn Outpost. See, this is what the... Excuse me. Excuse me! You're gonna run into my other guy. Okay, cool. He's not gonna run into my other guy. Anyway, so, as you can see, this is what the base one looks like. Looks pretty nice. It's got a, like, not terrible aesthetic. I mean, you can see they've put some effort into it, right? They've got these are the repair units, tractor beam, blueprint vehicle. They've got like this deck and then a building over here, and then the building can holds all the shit. Um, here's the engine, right? There's this little control room. The control room doesn't really do anything except just holds the AI. So a lot of this is just for show, right? And it does make the vehicle cost more, which is not great, but so what? It's like it costs a couple thousand more, but it looks nice, which is honestly good. And also that, you know, adding more wood is going to help it survive a fucking getting hit with like a weapon, you know. But that's not, you don't expect this to be in a weapon. Be, you don't expect this to be in combat. This is, well, I mean, you can build outposts that can go into combat. A lot of the enemies will do that because they don't typically keep, they're not super intelligent, so they won't work to intercept. Well, they do. I don't know. Sometimes the game is a little stupid, but basically, yeah. So they made their fortresses smart. You know, obviously the devs made the fortresses, but they make the fortresses of the enemies strong just in case the AI does some derpy shit and doesn't end up defending them, right? That way you actually have to come in with kind of a kick-ass fleet in order to take the fortress. And then obviously every faction has like a fucking main base, and their main base is usually like pretty solid. Anyway, this thing is doing a stutter step because it's got max mats on it right now. We have plenty of engine power. I believe that's a lie. I don't think it's 13. But if you take me to material gatherers, we're just going to finish this guy off with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12. I think that's probably enough. Then we've got mats, we've got engine power, we've got an AI. Ah, yes, we need one more thing. It's in miscellaneous. It's a compact repair tentacle. This just allows it to repair other units, which is useful for the whole building of other units. It's just, you need to have them. Anyway, I'm going to save this. This is going to be a finished vehicle. It's just going to be outpost. Anyway, yeah. I know, okay. Anyway, I know I'm doing this, I'm fucking stutter stepping. I just wanted to introduce you to From the Depths before I started talking about how I've been doing, I guess, or whatever. I wanted to banter about some other stuff. I don't know what I really want to banter about, but we'll see where my fucking brain takes me. Because I'm gonna have to be... Spawn a crossbones. I want to spawn into Shrapnel V2. Let's just... This doesn't go in here. Weapon platform new version doesn't go in here. Hold on. I was like, there's too many ships in there. I don't have that many ships.
Listening.
You. Build on it. Save vehicle. Not here. Here. Load vehicle. Here. Get rid of this. There we go. Now this looks right. These are my new ships. These are my ships. We've got this one, 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 and this one are real ships. And this one, I guess, but, you know, these two are the same ship. They're just a little different. And then you've got, this is the thing I just made. This is just a little farrier plane. That took me way too long. I actually made that one in the campaign, which is really funny. We defeated the Deepwater Guard, and we were like... Which is like, the Deepwater Guard's like the base faction you go against. Their shtick is they're kind of weak. They have... Well, they're not really weak. Actually, a lot of the Deepwater Guard ships are pretty fun to fight. We didn't fight any of the, like, real dangerous, nasty ones, like the Crossbones or the, Tarpon. They have some other ones that are kind of nasty, but basically, okay, yeah. Anyway, their shtick is that they're weak. They just don't generate like as much material as the rest of the factions. They actually have a sizable amount of land, but they don't start with as much stuff as the other ones. I don't know if it's like it's just how the game is designed, okay? And a lot of their ships don't cost that much. So like if they had a fleet like okay, I said we came across a ship that was 1 million. That was from another faction called the White Flares. Their shtick is having... I don't really know what their shtick is. I thought their shtick was just missile ships. And they definitely do have a lot of missile ships. But not every one of their ships is a missile ship. So, whatever. But I don't know. I do kind of want to save this cram. Here. Ah, fuck it. I don't need this. We can always make a new cram. I just thought it would be interesting. Made this big cram cannon. It's interesting. It's just one of the types of weapons that you can make. I'm guessing, again, 99% of the people who are watching this probably don't know what this game is. So have fun with your crash course. I'm not really teaching you anything. I'm just going around and having fun while talking, but hope this is interesting to you. I'm sure a lot more people would like to see the actual fun in this game, which is combat. And combat is real interesting, don't get me wrong, but right now I'm in build mode, so hope you're here for listening to me ramble while I fucking just do basic shit, and like I'm cleaning this thing off, even though I could probably have a fucking clean version of it already. I don't know, man. This is just like therapeutic. It's getting my brain juices flowing, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. But yeah. So, like, yeah, the Deepwater Guard. If the Deepwater Guard wanted to, they literally don't have a single thing that costs more than, like, 400k. I think the most expensive thing in their fleet is, like, a Tarpon. The Tarpon, which is, don't get me wrong, an absolutely insane ship. When I say absolutely insane, I mean it. It is, okay, it's a 500,000 cost ship, which means it's really, really big, right? And its weaponry isn't very strong, but it is really hard to hit because it's a flying ship. But you would expect a ship that large to not be that bad to hit because it's flying. But like even a lot of any weaponry that doesn't have like hit scan is gonna have a tough time hitting it. I say hit scan. There's okay. You look at the weapons, right? You've got the hit scan weapons and the non-hit scans. You got simple weapons. So you've got rams, always fun, right, for hitting your opponents. Basic cannons. These are not hit scan. It will be difficult to hit your opponent with these. They're also really tiny and they do basically no damage. Laser, these are not hit scan. I actually have not used the simple laser because I think it's probably pretty dumb. The shard cannon, these actually do damage, which is kind of insane. But yeah, anyway. Um, most of the simple weapons are just dumb. So this just, like, it exists to shoot opponents, right? I say that, I mean, like, all the weapons do, but basically it's a one and done, right? All of these are simple, as they say, right? So you just place it, and then you put like an AI or something, and then it's a one block thing, and it takes out your opponents. Some stuff like this is actually very useful. For a lot of people who, if you don't know how to make a lot of the more difficult weaponry good, like this can actually do some real damage to some annoying enemies. There are a lot of like tiny flying enemies, especially in the Deep Water Guard, because again, their shtick is having small things. So they've got some tiny flying enemies that are really annoying. There's also a lot in the like lightning hoods. They're not really tiny, but they have a lot of like density to their ships. So they're they have some like planes that are made of metal. So like they're really hard to destroy, but they're also really small and fast, so they're annoying to hit. And you've got stuff like this. I actually haven't tried most of these or these. Heavy AA gun. I have not uses. Ooh, this one uses APS. Interesting. Well, only 94 millimeter, but still. And then casemate guns. I haven't actually tried most of these. The nuke is actually very useful. Well, I say useful, but it's probably the best simple weapon. It's it's a very simple weapon, basically. You put it on your vehicle. It does cost a lot, as you can see, 2,500. But if you ram your opponent, it blows up. It obviously does damage to you, but it also does damage to them. And that's really what you want. So you put this on like a tiny flying ship, and then you just hope it doesn't get shot down. And if it can ram into your opponent, then basically they just fucking die. That was one of the things that the million cost chip does. It's got like little tiny submarines that have these on them, and they run into the bottom of your ship and kill you. And it's basically game over if you get hit by a nuke. I'm sure there are a lot of ships that could survive it, but like even if you're a big ship, it's damaging. Okay, then you've got crams. These are fun. They are slow firing cannons that I want to say slow firing cannons that fire slow. That is technically true, but when I say slow firing and fire slow, I mean their bullet speed is slow. It's they have a cap of 300 meters per second, which is not very fast for a projectile, as you know. I mean, think bullets, right? Most bullets go what, fucking meters per second to miles per hour. I don't actually know, or to feet per second. But I'm pretty sure 300 meters per second is like mediocre. It's meh. Anyway, so they fire really big bullets that do a lot of damage, but since they're slow, they can be tough to hit enemies. Even large enemies they can miss. You have advanced cannons. They basically do whatever the hell you want them to do. You can do like a billion things with advanced cannons. They're super complicated. Um, they've got a lot of upsides. Their versatility is nice. They're good for making AA guns. Um, or like heavy penetrators. You can make rail guns. That's what the railgun parts are for, right? Um, so basically, you can make a bullet that goes into your opponent and then explodes, right? Or you can make a bullet that just kind of goes through one layer of armor and then fragments. Those are fun. Or you can make a flak gun, right? That's what this right here is for. It'll make your you can set shells to detonate basically. Anyway, then you have missiles. Missiles are pretty simple. Basically, you just have thing, and then you have the gantries, and then it holds a missile. I don't know what else to say. They fly at your opponent. The upsides is they do a lot of damage. The downsides are they're again not super fast, but since they can turn towards your opponent, it's not like a cram cannon, right? Also, you can make missiles like different like agilities and speeds because they have components. So like you have more control over what you're doing. But the downside is they're big and they're hot. So your enemy's detection systems will be able to see them and they can deploy countermeasures, for example, flares, right? The old classic. And there's a lot of types of flares because missiles can have a lot of guidance systems. There's like radar and IR, obviously infrared, right? I believe most real missiles use infrared, but I don't know. Um, Radar and IR. So then to counter those, it would be chaff and flares in real life, but in-game chaff is actually an an onboard defense. They have chaff. Hold on, where is it? It's this one right here. But the chaff doesn't actually like they've got basically flares are also missiles in this game. So you defend from missiles with missiles. You can also do missile interceptors, or you can have an advanced cannon that shoots down missiles. There's like a lot of ways you can defend against missiles. But point is, their downsides is they can be shot down. Same with crams actually, and technically with advanced cannons, but most advanced cannons have high bullet speed, so it's tough to shoot them down. And it's hard to like see them. Lasers. Enough said. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, there's also laser anti-munitions. Laser anti-munitions are fun. Basically, lasers use engine power to fill up cavities, and then the cavity energy is released by the laser combiner, which you put laser optics on to make a cannon like this. Right, that's how most of the cannons, they'll end up having barrels, right? So you've got this one's got the firing piece, and then barrels. That's what all the barrels are for. They just go on the end. Same thing for advanced cannons. You've got a little more options because you've got to put a manlet on. So you can put like an AA manlet if you want to fire up. You can put an Omni manlet if you just want to fire every direction. An elevation if you want it to fire mostly up, but it's not like the AA manlet. It doesn't go way up. It's got its benefits. The downside of the AA manlet is that it doesn't have a lot of left-right, but that's not the main downside. The main downside is it takes up this vertical space right here, which actually kind of matters a lot because it makes it a lot easier to hit, and it means you've got to defend. It makes it more awkward to make a turret cap for it, but generally the AA caps are pretty solid. And then missiles, obviously, they don't actually have a barrel because that's not how that works. You can make a turreted missile system, but it's not really a good idea. Usually, I have one ship with a turreted missile system, but as I found out, the downside to having turreted missiles is that they fire straight at your opponent. So if your opponent is a ship, the missile will fire straight, and if it hits a wave, the fucking thruster turns off, and then once the thruster turns off, it sinks in the water, and then it doesn't get out of the water, and it just sits in the water, and it's fucking dead in the water. So it's like, I like the missile systems where you just shoot it straight in the air, and then it turns towards the opponent. Then it's already got some height, so it's like, it's not gonna hit the water, it's chilling. Because the game, like, it varies how wavy it is. Sometimes it'll be like fucking dead flat, and sometimes it'll be like fucking like real ocean storm levels. Like my ships will be driving along and it'll be the whole ship is underwater. Now the whole ship is above the water. Now the whole ship is underwater. Because the fucking waves will take the fucker down. Particle cannons, they do different things, but their main things that they can do is they can kind of like they have thump damage or penetrators. Thump damage is like peeling your enemy like a fucking potato, and then penetrators are like basically Yeah, you know what a penetrator is. It just goes through your opponent, which is good because whatever is in its line of fire fucking dies. So if something important like the engine or the AI dies, that ship probably not having a good time. The downside is if it doesn't hit the AI or the engine, it basically does nothing, right? So it's like rolling the fucking slots. Whereas thump damage is nice because it peels the outer layer off and allows some maybe like lower lower caliber arms fire to get through, right? In that specific location. It can be kind of weird. Plasma cannons, I don't know too much about them, but basically they fire also do thump. No, I think they also do thump damage. They've got their own weird thing for it. It's stupid. They have a there's different icons for damage. They'll tell you what kind of damage you're doing, and the icon for plasma damage is different than the icon for thump damage, but I'm pretty sure it works the same way as thump damage. So I don't know. Anyway, I've just been ranting about the fucking weapon systems. I think this game is really cool how it goes in depth like this, but it's just, I don't know. This is how it is. Now, what do I want to build? I don't know. I just wanted to fuck around, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to make this video because I was just feeling chill, and I haven't made a video in a while, and, I don't know. If you notice my mic quality is down, that's because I can't find the, I don't know if did I talk about that? I can't find the, my fucking cord. I think I lost it. Um, I went to my grandparents in Ohio, so, like, they, here, let me make this better, actually. I want to make a better version of this. Yeah, you know what, let's do that now. Um, anyway, yeah, I don't know. I went to Ohio because it's where my grandparents live, so that was fun. I got to see them, but we left. It's kind of hard because we've got my brother. He's 2. Well, he's about to be 2, but basically, um, you know how kids are. So it's like fucking. It's kind of tough to make him do anything because he's like fucking. The drive from Wisconsin to Ohio is like 8. It's 8. Okay, the drive on the way there was like fucking 8.5 hours. He was not happy. He threw a shit fit at the end. But the drive back was like, I want to say 7 hours? It might have been less than 7. We made really good time on the way back. Chicago? Chicago is normally a fucking nightmare to drive through, but it went really well on the way back. This isn't a fortress, is it? God damn it, you need to be a fortress. No. New blueprints. Fortress. Thank you. Okay, anyway. But yeah, it was fun. It's nice seeing my grandparents. I don't get to see them too often because obviously they live in Ohio and it's just a fucking far drive. I mean, it's even worse now that I live in college because like I don't get to see my parents went to see them when was it? Like last spring break, I think. Yeah, last spring break. And I didn't get to see them then. And we didn't go there fucking last winter break. So it literally had been like fucking, it's been like a year and a half since I've seen them. I've seen them now, which is nice. They always promise to come over for like summer or for Christmas, but they never do. It's okay, I understand. It's mostly because Grandpa's not feeling so hot. And he likes, look, he lives Look, I don't want to talk shit about my grandpa, but he lives in a very static world, okay? He likes doing what he likes doing, which is basically sitting around and doing nothing, which is fine. I mean, I like sitting around and doing nothing too. I so understand. And it's even like it's more understandable for him because like fucking, his health is declining. Admittedly, he's not doing terrible for someone his age, but like I don't know. He just doesn't want to make the trip basically. But I don't know. It would be nice if they would come, but they probably won't. My grandma is doing better than he is, so we tried to get her to come by herself last time, but Grandpa was like, "Nah, you can't go." And she was like, "Okay then." So that was kind of we were not happy with Grandpa because we're like, "Bro, she wanted to come and then you were like, "Nah." But I mean, look. Fucking he needs her there to take care of him, so it's understandable. I don't know, man. But that's just how that's just my recent bit. At the beginning of break, I was chilling. So first I went to my mom's. We did Christmas and shit. Fucking I think it's so fucking dude, college break is so long. Like I'm still on break. It's like the middle of January and fucking we're still on break. But like it started with the I need to get some mats on this sucker or it's gonna start disintegrating, but whatever. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You are going to become over here is gonna just become like the world's thickest thing of um armor. I have no idea how fucking armor works in this game. Well, I have way more idea than I have too much idea, but simultaneously it's like really confusing because like okay, that armor stacking is complicated. I don't know, man. Anyway, I want to get oh yeah, I didn't do the top layer on this one. I want to talk about my break first. But I'm fucking all over the place. Dude, the weather has been insane the past few days, actually. Past like week or so. Oh, hey. Yeah, like this. Then we go in here and we go bam, 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 bam. Nope, I wanted to go this way, actually. There. So now it's a solid block of armor, and it will never be shot through. So now behind it, we do this. We put the AI, which doesn't need anything. Should just need to be an AI mainframe. We're gonna put it in the middle just in case anything goofy happens. Maneuver, you get the fortress maneuver. But anyway, yeah. So I spent the beginning at my mom's. We had a nice Christmas. It was pretty solid. We didn't really see too many people. Well, every year we go to my grandma, different grandma. Obviously, most people have multiple grandmas. My mom's mom is dead. My mom's dad is dead. But my mom remarried, so my grandmother-in-law, but it's just like fucking look, they're not in-laws. You know that there's the fucking context of oh, they're the in-laws. You gotta hate the in-laws. Trust me. Technically they are in-laws, but they're not really in-laws. Um Circle? No. Yeah. Point at. What do you mean wrong? Wrong. We can do any of these things, bastard. Oh, speaking of, where is the front of this vehicle? Whatever. Anyway, adjustments. I need to make sure this guy can actually touch the water. Your minimum altitude above water is 4 meters. Your max altitude is 50. Min altitude above land, 20 meters, I guess. We're not going to really have to deal with that. Oh my god. Why is that in the water? I don't understand how fucking altitude works. How can it be 15 meters? Okay. You're fully above the water now. Are you happy? Cool. We're chilling with that. Okay, how wide did I make this one? By the way, oh, I do really need to add some fuel storage and some engines, otherwise this thing's going to start disintegrating. They get mad when they don't have engine power. Fuel engines. Prefab mode. Nope, I need low efficiency, big power. I can't do that one, because I don't want to have to fucking route the outputs. I could just do a big steam engine. Yeah, whatever. Steam engines are fun. And they're simple to build, so I can just do it manually. We just go like this. We go... Da-da-da. Large boiler. Start over here. But yeah, I don't know, man. Where's the end? There she blows. Probably needs to go up. Because we're going to go this, large gearbox. Hold on, just give me a damn second. Yeah, it is in here. Large cased crank. Go bam, 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 bam. And then on top, large parallel pistons, like this. The in is how you suck. The out is where you blow, and the in is where you suck. So this goes into, hold on, you need to be a 3 and not a 2, but there is no 3, so we just do a 2 and a 1. And corner. I'm in a corner. Just give me a damn second. Put on the large gearbox, bro. Bam. Large gearbox. Boiling chamber has no steam pipe at the end. Where do you connect your steam pipe, motherfucker? Tell me you can connect somewhere in here. Where is it? What? No. What? Okay, apparently there's no connections on the end, so I need one of these, don't I? The large boiler connects to the thing, steam goes into the pipes. It just doesn't... This part connects pipes to either side. Apparently the other parts don't connect pipes at all. Excuse me? Okay, we're chilling. Bam. Bam. Look at this. I'm so working it. Oh my god, come on. Here. Burp. 4 meters. Nope, 2 meters. 1 meter. This is definitely the fastest you can do this. Anyway, what was I talking about? Fucking my winter break. Excuse me. Now why the hell are you mad? Oh, you don't have mats. Derp. Resource my ass. Give him a cargo container or two. Hold on.
Listening.
Teleport me to it. F5 me. Alright. This is the wrong vehicle, isn't it? Motherfucker. Teleport me to this. There we go. Alright, so, it's got mats. 50,000. Power multiplier. Okay, I think adding more turbines is going to help, but admittedly, this thing is a big hunk of metal and it's only going to be getting bigger, so it's expected that it's not going to be happy with its life. Because I've put so much fucking heavy armor on it. It's like, why have you done this to me? I want to not be, dead. I want to not be in the air. Oh my god, everything's taking damage. Hold on. Give me a damn second. You can feel that, right? Hold on. You are about to be feeling more. Are you happy? Cram cannons. No, take me to fucking steam engines. Thank you. More cased cranks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if doubling the size works. Not quite double, but you get the idea. No. Yes. Pressure is dropping. Pressure is rising. Alright. Okay. So it doesn't actually make 200,000. That's a lie. But it will make enough for now, which is good. What do I want? Next. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? My brain is just not working right now. It is pretty early in the morning, but I did wake up. I actually am on the right fucking sleep schedule right now, which is insane. How far across is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can do that. We're gonna do the same thing here, but with metal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then go down and over. And we gotta fill that shit in. This is basically just a thing that I'm making to test. Obviously, you saw the other thing is called Weapon Tester. The other one is, it's cool, but it doesn't really do what I want it to do super well. Some weapons don't really, it doesn't really show how they work very well. Admittedly, a big hunk of metal is not the best way to show how a weapon works, but this is just kind of like a Pierce test to see how much metal it can go through. I'm gonna have some like better indicators. So this is solid heavy armor, solid metal. We're gonna do solid wood here, and I'm probably gonna do spaced metal. Actually, we do need to do alloy too. I didn't put alloy on the other one, but alloy is a pretty common um it's a pretty common material for max structural armor boost. 12. Nice. 5, 6, 7. Anyway, yeah. Alloy is pretty strong. It's not as strong as metal. It basically exists as an alternative to metal. It costs the same amount. The downside is it has less health, and the upside is it weighs basically fucking nothing. It weighs less than wood, which is kind of insane. Obviously, wood's upside is it's just cheap as dirt. So you can make a fucking huge ship out of wood, and it can cost basically nothing. For example, the Deepwater Guard does that a lot. All of their ships, again, don't cost that much, but a lot of them are really fucking big. like size-wise. And then we're not going to do stone because you don't see stone as a defensive material. And I'm not going to do lead either. Any of these other ones. Because lead, functionally similar to... Actually, not functionally similar to anything. But it doesn't matter because you don't see lead as a defense. It's too expensive to be an effective defense. I mean, it's not too expensive. It's basically just, why would you do it instead of metal, right? Usually weight is an issue for ships. You want to make your ship light so it floats, obviously. If the ship sinks, that's bad. I mean, obviously some subs want to sink, but that's like special cases. And even so, you only use a little bit of lead, because a little lead goes a long way. Mostly you just have to build a sub out of like metal, and then not add too much buoyancy, because obviously there's ways of making your ship buoyant. The best way is to just try and balance your material. The best way is to try and balance the amount of, well, okay, in my opinion, the best way is to try and balance the amount of light alloy and metal you're using. So you use light alloy to float and then metal where you need it to defend shit, right? So you kind of get like your nice balance of buoyancy and armor. And then obviously you use heavy armor around any component that's critical. But like and then obviously there's air. So like air pumps, you think of obviously real boats. They've got fucking, they're made of metal. There is, in real life, there is no metal that's just magically lighter than water, right? So you just put fucking cavities in your boat. The problem with doing that is if you put a bunch of cavities on the outside of your boat and you get shot on that side of the boat, it just starts to fucking list, right? Because it's like that side of the boat is now not filled with air and the other side of the boat is still filled with air, so you're tilting towards your opponent and then they're shooting down at you. I mean, it can be a non-issue, but it can be a big issue. I don't know. Okay, so this one's going to be layered metal. I don't know why I'm making this one. Or at least everywhere but the top it's going to be layered metal. Because I want to fill in the top. Like this. No, like this. I also do kind of want to fill in the side. But at the same time, I don't really want to. Because I want to, here. Look. We'll make it thinner. Just make sure it's harder to hit. Oh! That was not what I wanted. Take me back. Go to here. Fill it in with this. Okay, then we can go like this. We go front to back. So, shoom, bam, 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 bam. No, that's a lot of metal blocks. It's important to... I did it wrong. It's important to layer... The reason I'm showing this layered metal is because a lot of times you'll see layered metal in a ship, and also the structural components from the metal is unfair because there's just fucking insane amount. Your fortress is taking damage because your turbines have run out of power. That's nice. Here, allow me to build more steam engine. Come on. I'm worried about building too much steam engine. Excuse me, that's the wrong way around, pal. Worried about building too much steam engine, because if I build too much, then I'm gonna lose boiler pressure. My boiler is pretty large, but it's not infallibly large. That's not the right way. Put pressure 9.2, 9.3, 9.4, 9.5. Alright, it's getting there. It's chilling. It's chilling. Okay. I'm also going to need to make this thing wider, because this is not going to fit all of the defenses that I want it to. Maybe I shouldn't have made them 7 wide. Or maybe I can make it tall, and then I could have like a double layer one. So I could have like on the bottom. That would have been nice, but whatever. We're going to deal with that in a second. And then this one, I guess, should be spaced wood. Or no, we're gonna go in order. So this one's going to be spaced lightweight alloy. Then the next one's going to be spaced what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That actually works out. Okay, and then we know we need 3s here. This one goes this way. I know this is not super exhilarating commentary, but I'm just chilling right now, okay? This video is basically just going to exist because I'm chilling. This was... Oh, fuck. Hold on. Did I do the same thing over here? Yeah, I did. That means that this over here is empty, or whatever. Here, we'll make it vertical here. No big D. Rather annoying, but no big D. Alright, then let's see. What's the gap at the top? Come on. Oh, no gap. Fantastic. It just works. Look at that. It just works. Maybe I should make this vertical then instead of horizontal. Nah, we'll do horizontal because everything else has been horizontal. It's the only way. But yeah. I've been having a pretty good break. It's nice. I had my friends over for New Year's. It was really weird, actually, because, excuse me. Hold on a goddamn second. Did I do something wrong? That looked perfect, and then this one has a space here, while the other one does not. So where did we go wrong? Oh, no. No one went wrong. We're chilling. That's just how it was. Bam. I know you basically can't fucking see anything, but whatever. We're chilling. Or at least I'm chilling. Probably no one's watching the video anyway. And if you are, how's it going? How long is this right now? Fucking an hour long? Alright, we'll stop it here, and then I'll make a new one.